Tyler Reddick, you are a NASCAR Cup Series winner. What's up, guys? It's me. I'm back with another video, and I am back with my 2022 NASCAR Cup Series Road America race review. And you heard that right, folks. Tyler Reddick, who came so close to winning back at Bristol Dirt. He's had a few different races where he's come close this year, but something fucks him over. Today, that didn't happen. He gets the job done, and he wins at Road America. The fifth, count them, fifth new winner this season. And the 13th different winner overall, with plenty of races left to go in the regular season before we hit the playoffs, and some big names still having not won yet. So with all of that being said, drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you do not miss out on future videos. Make sure to check out the Road to Revenge series, part 3. The Money in the Bank video got uploaded back on Friday. Check out my Money in the Bank stream, live reaction stream from last night. That was a hell of a lot of fun. And with all that being said, let's jump into this. So, Kyle Busch, engine issues, and Loris Hesman's adjustments would start at the back. Joey Hand, driving the Rick Ware Racing number 15 car, yes, an RWR car, qualified 9th. He's pretty good on road courses, you know, in other series, but for him to take a Rick Ware Racing car and qualify in the top 10 is insane. And I want to say this much. He ran pretty solidly well for most of the day. Didn't get any issues, nothing like that. He ended up finishing 21st, but that was partly because he had stayed out late in stage 2 while others pitted, and Road America is a hard track to pass at, so that did play into it, but we'll get to that later. Anyway, Corey LaJoie with early issues. Apparently, he didn't even start the race. He didn't take his first lap until lap 8 or so. Chase Elliott with steering issues early, apparently. Kyle Busch and Eric Almirola go off course. KFB for a spin, and Almirola basically had nowhere to go but the dirt. Hesmans takes his car to the garage. Most. Drivers pit coming to 3 laps to go. Elliott, the leader, pits coming to 2 laps to go. Denny Hamlin gets a penalty for driving through too many pit stalls. He would drop to the back to start stage 2. AJ Allmendinger had to pit a second time for a loose wheel, and Chase Briscoe would take the stage 1 victory. Austin Cindric 2nd, Alex Bowman 3rd, Joey Logano 4th, Kurt Busch 5th, Harrison Burton 6th, Bubba Wallace 7th, Eric Jones 8th, Justin Haley 9th, and Chase Elliott in 10th. And Almirola would pit as the stage break began. And then Denny Hamlin got another penalty for driving through too many pit boxes. Again, this making it the 26th different penalty he has had this season. 22 of them in 2 races, in the same race, which is insane. Anyway, Cody Ware to pit road. He had a broken shifter. They would go to the garage. He would come back. He would return on lap 23, but drives through too many pit boxes on the way out, so he gets a pass-through penalty. Joey Logano and Bubba Wallace spin entering turn 5. Wallace says Logano locked his tires up and wiped Bubba out. Logano spins across the front of Kurt Busch's car, somehow does not get hit by him. Elliott, at this point in the race, now apparently had brake pedal issues. Drivers would pit late in stage 2. Custer had a long stop. Elliott pits coming to 2 to go with Reddick, Larson, and Chastain following him. Byron would return to pit road with a loose wheel. And then this was a cool moment. Bubba Wallace, at first it looked like he may have gotten in the back of Logano and pushed him into the grass. No, he didn't. He intimidated Logano into the grass, a la Chase Elliott and Kevin Harvick last year at the Roval. And Ryan Blaney takes the stage 2 victory. Joey Hand finishing 2nd in the stage. You heard that correctly. Ty Dillon 3rd, Kurt Busch 4th, Eric Jones 5th, Justin Haley 6th, Harrison Burton 7th, Bubba Wallace 8th, Chase Elliott 9th, and Tyler Reddick 10th. For Joey Hand, this, I should say, for Rick Ware Racing in the 15 car, this is a big day because the way the NASCAR rules work is if a team's with a chartered team finishes in the bottom 3 among said chartered teams or something like that, in points for 3 straight, or if they finish within a certain spot for 3 straight years, that charter can get taken away. Joey Hand having that finish in stage 2 with 9 stage points, which Rick Ware Racing never fucking gets, that's going to help them out in the standings to hopefully to potentially keep that charter. Anywho, Todd Gilliland speeding penalty, William Byron pitting on closed pit, again because he had the loose wheel. Brad Keselowski driving into too many pit boxes, and Kyle Busch with a crew member over the wall too soon penalty would be issued. We get going with stage 3. Larson and Chastain had contact. A little later, Larson and Chastain had a moment. Chastain got moved. Bubba Wallace goes off track in turn 1, but he gets back on. Christopher Bell looks to have gone through the grass. Brad Keselowski goes, off the track and into the wall with a pretty good hit. Has a flat tire. He would pit. Green flag pit stops begin with 21 laps to go. Kyle Busch speeding penalty. Christopher Bell with issues on pit road. Elliott and Reddick, leader and second, pit with 19 to go, as do many others behind them. They came pretty close coming off pit road. Elliott somehow beats Reddick off, and it was just a battle the rest of the way. Eric Jones had a penalty for a crew member over the wall too soon. Reddick and Elliott make a little contact. Reddick takes the lead in the next corner. Chase tries to take it back, but he can't just yet. This was with under 20 to go. I think around 15 or so to go. And then at one point, as they were coming to the start-finish line, Keselowski, who was behind them and a couple laps down, he pits with a possible tire issue. It almost looked like he blew a tire or something, but he makes it to pit road. He pits a couple of times after this. Bubba Wallace would pull off in the turn 5 area. Apparently lost his brakes, and unfortunately his day done. More bad luck for Bubba Wallace. This whole fucking season has been a shit show for that team, mainly on pit road, but then the bad luck on the racetrack, it is just mind-boggling. Bowman, Blaney, Dillon, and Briscoe making a lot of contact around each other. Briscoe had a save. Austin Dillon goes wide in one of the corners, and then with just a few laps left, Austin Dillon has a left front tire go down. And if you're a Tyler Reddick fan, you're panicking, because he's got a lead over Elliott, but if caution comes out for your teammate having an issue, your race might be screwed. Austin Dillon does the right thing, or this might have been team orders, but he does, I think, a cool thing, and he pulls off into the off-track access area, the same spot where Bubba Wallace had pulled off before, sacrificing his race, and potentially at least a top 20 finish, for his teammate to avoid a caution, as Reddick then takes the white flag, and he wins at Road America. As I said before, he becomes the 5th new winner this season, joining Ross Chastain, Chase Briscoe, Daniel Suarez, and Austin Cindric, and the 13th winner overall this year. Hendrick finishes 2nd and 3rd with Elliott and Larson, and Trackhouse finishes 4th and 5th with Chastain and Suarez. Now, looking at the playoff standings after Road America, as of right now, this is wild. So, the top 5 all have 12 wins apiece. Have 2 wins each. Elliott, Chastain, Byron, Logano, and Hamlin in that order, with 13 playoff points for Elliott and Chastain and Byron, and 12 for Logano and Hamlin. Mind you, when you look at that group, Elliott's been in the points lead for most of the year. Chastain's been damn consistent for a lot of the year. But then you have the other 3. Hamlin has had an abysmal year outside of his wins. Again, 26 penalties after this, coming out of this race. Not from the race itself, but for the season. And I believe this is like the 18th race of the year. Logano has been and Byron, he's been okay. Not as consistent as he was for part of last year, but regardless, he's been just okay. Then you have everybody that has 1 win: Larson, Reddick, Kurt Busch, Briscoe, Suarez, Kyle Busch, Bowman, and Cindric in that order. And basically, that's all based on regular points. So Larson, Reddick, Busch, Kurt Busch, that is, Briscoe and Suarez have 7 playoff points apiece. Kyle Busch, Alex Bowman, and Austin Cindric have 6 apiece. So nobody has really gone, quote-unquote Super Saiyan and won a bunch of races yet. Now we have however many races left, so there's a chance for that. But also, look at the guys who haven't won yet. Blaney, Truex Jr., and Bell are the 3 guys who are still in the playoffs right now on points who haven't won. They're the first 3 who haven't won. Then you have Harvick, Almirola, Jones, and Dillon, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. The gap between Bell and Harvick, 20 points at the moment. And then you have other guys like Michael McDowell, Bubba Wallace is another one, and some others who haven't won yet either. So I don't know. I feel like Blaney Triggs and I feel like Blaney and Triggs Jr. will get their wins at some point. But at the end of the day, when we get to Daytona at the end of the regular season, it is going to be an absolute dogfight. And I would not be surprised if we're close to or at 16 winners, maybe more. And it's basically, you can't just win and get in. You have to win and be in on points on top of that. But with all that being said, once again, congratulations to Tyler Reddick on the victory at Road America. Well deserved. He finally gets it done. And, yeah. So with all that being said, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.